Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. This is a collective reading and it is timeless. So whenever you come across this video, however you come across it, it's the right time for you to be getting this message. And we've been pulling one card randomly every morning from our MEGADECK. You can look down in the description below if you're not familiar with how that was put together. If you have not been here recently or you haven't been here before, if you're first time here, please feel welcome in this space. This is a safe space. The only thing you're ever going to hear on this channel is love and support and confirmation of all things that you are working on that are part of who you are authentically in your integrity, who you are meant to be. And today's card is pulled from the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle deck, and it is there is no number on these cards. These are not numbered. This is not a numbered deck, but it is the Halls of Amenti initiation, representing secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, and initiations. So this is a huge, huge, powerful card here that we are working with for today's reading. And before we go in the book and look in the book and find out what our reading says for us today, I always want to get to the information, the messages that are coming to us directly from the cards themselves, from the images on the cards, the words that are included, any messages and information that are coming directly from that as well. And Halls of Amenti, if you're not familiar with that, are originating from the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, or Thoth, depending on which way you pronounce it. I don't know that either one is necessarily more correct than the other. So pick one that is most comfortable for you, as in all things. When you're talking about labels and that kind of thing, definitions really don't make a difference. What makes the biggest difference is what's happening in your heart and in your life and in your mind, in your thoughts, in your emotions, all of that stuff. That's what's important. What we call things, how we define things, not important. But let's take a look at the cards. So the first thing that we've got, all of these cards in this deck in particular are gateways, they're portals, they're some type of thing where you step through. And the first thing we see, obviously, definitely, this would be a 2 card for me, or an 11, with the 2 pillars like that. But we've got black and white. Feels very much yin and yang energy coming in with this. I can almost feel the wheel turning, right? We've got I don't remember the specific name of that triangle. You guys probably know. If you want to put that in the comments, you're welcome to do so. You're not required to do anything, including make comments if you don't want to. So, but we've got a triangle. We know that the number 3 is the first number of the 369 Tesla perfected numbers. We also know that 3 is the first number that you can build any kind of geometric structure or shape with. You can't draw anything geometrically with 2 points. You can only draw a circle with 1 point, and that's not even a, that's like an infinity of points rather than just 1. So 1 point is a dot, 2 points are a line, 3 points is the triangle. So that's where we get such power in the number 3 itself. So we've got 2s coming in here with this card. We've got 3s coming in here. Secrets revealed. So this isn't necessarily something like it's a secret that you've been hiding or somebody else has been hiding, but that may very well be the case. This may be something where you've kind of known all along something was off kilter maybe, or something wasn't just being represented truly, honestly, completely, totally. This is like the sun coming up and after an eclipse, and everything's been in shadow and everything's been unclear, undefined, and now suddenly things are coming into focus. They're coming into very sharp focus. Treasures uncovered. These may be treasures that you have inside of you, of strengths and skills and talents that you never even knew about. You may have been one of those people that was always singing in the shower, never realizing you were the next Ariana, right? Or Beyonce, or I don't know who the male counterparts are for those people. Again, Feel free to leave any comments if you want to do that as well. But let's talk a little bit about the halls of Amenti. In the traditional structure, the way that they are set up in Egypt, it's said that the halls of Amenti act as a filter between the physical being and our soul. The realm between the Omega, the cosmic consciousness that is creating with you your reality, between the Omega and our world as we see it. The Omega point is where the individual will achieve the highest point of consciousness after passing through the halls of Amenti. And oftentimes the halls of Amenti were seen as the place where people went when they died, when they passed. The halls of Amenti was the general name of the underworld, or Hades, including the lower heaven, or Alu, the fields of peace with its 21 gates. There's that number 3 again. Carnator, a good place, Rusta, or purgatory, and hell. So all of the underworld, all of things hidden. This is a very strong energy of like moon. And we had that card not too long ago. Additionally, Amenti, or Amentet, was thought to be where the sun set and where the entrance to the underworld was located. Although later the term also began to be associated with graveyards and tombs as well. So this is a rite of passage. You may have been coming up on something and feeling yourself like, it feels very much like turning a page or starting a new chapter. We just recently had the solstice and the new year and all of that. If, again, understanding this is a timeless reading, but that's when we're uploading it right now. So very strong energy of things that are hidden being revealed, secrets being revealed. These may be secrets to you. You've maybe been working on something and just not been able to get a lock on it, not been able to get that one little piece that makes everything make sense. And that's going to be coming to you now. So be watching for, I know, Abby, it's really, really cool. Very, very cool. You may hear Abby talk periodically through my readings. You guys, if you've been here more than twice, you know that every now and then my little Himalayan cat, she's not that little, by the way, but she does have a voice and she likes to make herself heard. And she especially likes it when I'm recording these for you guys. So kind of laugh that she picks those timings all the time, but in any event. Secrets being revealed. These, again, like I said, these may be secrets. They were something that you were not necessarily wanting people to know. So just be mindful. Be mindful of what you're sharing, what people are sharing with you, what may not be available to you for information and knowledge that you may need to make any kind of decision or anything like that. Treasures uncovered. I just love that idea because we know there are so many treasures within us and within others. And the whole point of living our authentic lives and being our authentic selves is revealing those treasures to ourselves and to others, and being confident enough with who we are to feel that we're confident to share those secrets and uncover those treasures. So initiations, beginnings, you may be starting a new class in school, in college. You may have decided to take an art class or a cooking class or a singing class or whatever. This is the time to be doing that. This is the time to be considering, what have you not gotten information on that you need to get information on? What treasures are out there waiting for you to find? Let's take a look in the book and find out what our reading says for us today. There will be 3 sections. The first section is just an overall information about the card. The second part will be how you can connect with the card personally. And then the third part will be your personal message after you make that connection. So sit back and relax. The halls of Amenti initiation, representing secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, and initiations. The halls of Amenti are a sacred learning space that were energetically transported by Thoth from Atlantis to the spiritual plane before Atlantis came to an end. It is said that the portal to this etheric retreat is energetically connected to the Great Pyramid of Giza. Many believe that the physical remains of these halls can be found there. We don't have to physically visit Egypt to access their energies, though. The halls of Amenti are said to have been the home of the Emerald Tablet. They are a space of ancient mysteries in service to the expansion of humanity. On this card, you will see two pillars, an echo of the two pillars that have been found in sacred places throughout history. The black pillar represents the physical world, and the white represents the spiritual, indicating that this sacred space is between the worlds. If you feel called to these halls, or they seem oddly familiar, there is a chance you have visited them in dreamtime, or even before this current incarnation. Connecting with the card. Imagine you are at the Great Pyramid. Above its apex, a portal opens, drawing you in. See yourself at the center of a sacred temple. Set clear intentions to align with your higher purpose and receive a transmission of ancient wisdom. Your message. You are in a deep initiatory chamber at this time. You may feel that things are heavy and challenging, but know that this is a reconfiguration that is happening. Energetically, you are going through an initiation that will allow you to go beyond the fears of the ego and transcend the limitations of the physical realm. You might not feel that light is present because you are in the middle of this phase at the moment, but know that it is present within you. You might be feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, but a lot of this anxiety is actually old energies that were stored in the depths of your body that are now being released so that your vibration can rise. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. I want to go back over that again. You might be feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, but a lot of this anxiety is actually old energies that have been stored. How many times on this channel have you guys heard me talking about releasing what no longer serves you, releasing things from the past, releasing your attachment to the memory, releasing your identity as the wounded person, however that happened in whatever situation it is. But know that this is another confirmation. This is just one more way the universe is trying to show you, invite you, encourage you to release what no longer serves you, because nature abhors a vacuum. And this could be information. You could have gotten bad information. Heaven knows we have so much misinformation, disinformation flying around online and in print. Doesn't matter what your source is. If you're not sure, if something isn't sitting well with you, listen to your gut. I call it the guys up there, or the gang up there, or the gals up there. You know, we don't have to have a gender, right? The group up there. But it's where your solar plexus, actually the energy from your physical being that is interacting with the quantum field, which is where your future is being created. Your future self is living in that future that you are creating right now. And they are either telling you, keep going, you're doing amazing, I love what's happening here, this is exactly where we want to be, we're going to be continuing on this path. That may be the energy and the message that you get from your gut. Or it may be feeling uneasy. You may be feeling like you ate a bad, piece of meat or something. It may not be sitting well with you, literally. in that case, there may be some information that you need to look further into to acquire. Okay, so always being mindful. We don't accept everything. Don't accept everything I say. Do your own research, get your information, go to multiple sources that you make sure that you are getting a broad spectrum of information. Get it as much as possible. The more information you've got, the stronger your position becomes. You can defend yourself to yourself. You don't need to defend yourself to anybody else. Nobody needs to defend themselves to you. So don't put anybody else on the spot for that either. Okay? But here we are in this place where we can acquire those secrets and attain those treasures. It's like being on a scavenger hunt. You know, just kind of going along, doing the best you can. So keep on going. This is the time for releasing the old so the new can come in. So second verse, same as the first, right? But I love the image on this card. I love the energy of this card. There's just so much gold and so much light coming through. Just amazing. So that is our reading for the day. I do hope that it resonated and blessed you. Feel free to leave any comments. Again, like I said, if you haven't already liked and or subscribed and you find any value in this channel and these readings, I invite and encourage you to go ahead and like and subscribe, share if you think other people might find value in it as well. I don't get any money from these videos. This will never be a monetized channel, but it does help the YouTube algorithm help other people find this video, find these videos, and find the channel. So they appreciate you doing that as well as do I. So with all of that, I'm going to let you guys go off and do your life, okay? The Halls of Amenti initiation is something that you can take part in and take more of a part of. That's what this reading is saying. That's what this card is saying. This is your confirmation, your affirmation that where you are going, if this is something that sits right with you in your belly, you know you may need more information, but it's out there. All you have to do is release the old information that is no longer correct for the path that you're on right now. Okay. I love you. If you haven't heard that recently, you can't say that anymore because I just said it to you. I love you. You are amazing. I am absolutely just blown away by how powerful you are and how awesome your beauty is. So don't let anybody dim down your light. You keep shining it, okay? You keep shining it for everybody else to be able to see. This is how they can do it too, by being true to themselves. Releasing old stuff that no longer serves you so that you can let the new stuff in that does. Have the most amazing, fantastic day. I love you. Namaste and ciao for now.